Yeah, you get it out of the way?
Yep.
Unlike spider webs.
No.
Greetings from Whitesburg, Georgia. Welcome to another exciting episode of Greasebelly Garage. I'm here at my dad's place, and
I'm Dad.
that's Dad. Freshly groomed and gentilated, and he looks really good now. Thanks, Dad. And Dad was perusing around Marketplace one day, stumbled across this.
A few months ago, actually. Yeah,
a few months ago. It's been sitting here for a little while.
Yep.
But it sat before this.
Say 30 plus.
30 plus years.
According to the history that I heard about it.
In Habersham County, Georgia.
Yep.
I decided that we need to get this thing going and get it back on the road. So my wife says, well, sure thing. Go to your dad's in Georgia so the house will stay clean for longer than 15 minutes. So here I am.
So he came up here where it was cooler.
It's about 2 degrees cooler up here. My name's Jason. This is my dad, Vince. And this is Greasebelly Garage. Come on. There we go. Come on, baby. Ah.
There's two of something on here that all other Volkswagens only have one of.
Oh, the grills, yeah, of course.
Horn rings.
Horn rings.
The horn rings.
Yes.
67 was the only year that had two. You know, some Volkswagen guys look at this, they may challenge me on some of the stuff, but that I know. When I brought it home, I backed it right up in here, and this is where it's been
sitting right here since, well, it's probably February. Even the interior latch works.
Boom, look at
wow. It even clears the overrider on the bumper. You look under here before?
You know, I don't think I have. I think this, I think this is the first time I've looked under here.
Ignition parts. Look at this old box.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. It's a condenser at least.
I wonder if it's charged up.
Try it.
No.
Put your tongue on it. Brand new spark plug.
Yeah.
And this one was brand new, but it got rusty.
Uh-oh.
See that? But you know what? Clean it up and stick it in anyway, right? Now with this stuff in here, Dad, it might be that they were trying to get it running and failed.
Well, and you know what? That's a good possibility.
And we might fail as well. Do they have an arm that comes out, or do they have a rod?
It has a cam rod. Cam rod,
cam rod.
Comes in there and it
pushes the pump.
Crank, yeah.
Okay, cool.
It has those genuine spacers underneath the radio there.
Absolutely.
That's not the original radio. I do.
No. That's a Pioneer. What is the gas tank going to smell like?
Like old gas.
Old gas.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Wow. That'll be a Volkswagen
That's in
guy
great
going
shape.
somewhere going, wow, look at that.
Oh, yeah. That's better than a Viagra for them.
I do not have a degree in Volkswagen knowledge or whatever, but I was always told to look at these bumper supports. If they haven't been bent, the car has never been hit in the nose.
Yep, that makes sense to me too.
Because they'd always straighten those back out.
Yep, and these bumpers look like original German bumpers
I believe
too.
They are.
They're heavy.
There's just some things on this little car that just sold me on it. You know?
Yeah.
What year is this? 23.
Yeah.
67.
56.
56.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Closed right up, didn't it, Dad?
Closed right up.
Latch perfect.
It doesn't even have any slop in it at all.
Wonder what the mileage is on this car. So it's probably 117.
117,000.
That ain't bad.
What if it was just 17?
That would be something, wouldn't it? But we'll never know, really, for sure.
Yeah,
this is a certified barn find. Absolutely. A lot of people say barn find, but they don't really mean that anymore, doesn't it? It's kind of lost its glory. So we're going to push this car out, put it up by the garage.
Go, Terry! Go, Terry! Go, Terry! Whoa, Terry! Whoa, Terry! Button.
Sure the brake works, Dad?
Yep.
My family's had many Volkswagens through the years, and my dad really underdescribed this car. It's really a very, very impressive original Volkswagen Beetle. And this is going to be quite the little scooter when we get done and get it back on the road. This body is just unbelievably straight and solid. We are really excited about getting this one up and going again. There's the dune buggy in one of the previous videos, but back down that way.
That's not really a dune buggy.
Well, to the common man, to the layman man it is.
Buggies are fiberglass. That one's metal.
This is all metal. That's
all
correct.
Metal.
Yes.
It's all
yes.
factory made. It's not
yes.
handmade or anything.
Yes, but if you were to ask like a 10-year-old boy, he'd say it's a dune buggy.
Is he?
You know, I have to cater to my demographic, Dad.
Yeah,
You know.
I understand.
So back down that hallway, down that way, he has a stash of Volkswagen parts from all through the years. That's right. The first car I ever drove in my life was a 1971 Volkswagen Beetle. This Beetle is a 67. There's a standard Beetle for 67.
Yep.
And I think they had deluxes then.
Had a deluxe 67.
And the deluxe had the rear side windows would be pop-outs,
Yep.
where they ventilated and popped out.
Yeah.
And there was something else they had too, some extra chrome on the dash or something, maybe? Or was it just the windows? 66 and 67, I'm quite sure both had these wheels. Is that right?
Yeah, the little long elongated slot in it.
Yes.
Not the oval slot, the elongated
Correct.
slot. That's
Yes.
67 wheels.
67 was also the first year 12-volt electrical system.
It was.
That's right.
Late 66, though, that 12 volt.
I think there was.
And when you were a very tiny, when we lived in
I've
the
never
trailer
been
park,
very tiny.
Well, you were
I
very
was a
tiny.
baby.
You were a
I
baby.
was a fat baby, yeah.
I had a 66 then that
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was a 12 volt.
Okay.
I remember it being a 12
I
volt.
think there was a transition
Late.
period, like July of 66, they switched them to 12 volt or something like
A
that.
late 66
Yeah.
had a 12 volt. Or
Sought
67
after.
is a sought after Volkswagen.
Yeah. And were they the only ones that had that particular backup light on the bumper? Or 66 had those too, I think.
Yeah, 66 had those too.
Yeah.
That one doesn't have any backup.
No, it does not have back. Oh, that's what makes it a deluxe.
Aha!
It's the backup lights and the pop-out windows.
I knew that.
That's
I was checking to see if you were going to say it.
Well, thanks a lot, Dad. So this is definitely a standard Beetle because we got no reverse light and no pop-out windows. Now that we finally figured out what the differences were.
Yep.
These bumpers are called overrider bumpers.
Yep.
Right?
That's right.
Okay. Some overrider bumper Volkswagens have the bucket style headlights. Is that what those are called?
Well, in the fender itself, it had buckets. They were recessed
That's right.
back.
That's right. Yes.
And that was called a European 67.
Correct. Correct.
Which I had two of those
Yes.
in my time. European Volkswagen.
Correct.
And then I had one that was a Morse Volkswagen. Someone had put those fenders. It put the 66 fenders on it. Hey.
Say hello, Angie.
Hey guys.
Hey. Say hello to YouTube.
Okay, you fixer-uppers.
That's Angie. That makes it so that there's a 1-year fender for this. 1-year only fender for a 67, right?
That's it. And this is it.
And that's the original German fenders.
That's the German fenders, yeah.
And how can you tell they're German as opposed to aftermarket?
Because of the metal. I mean,
Yeah.
you can just hear
Yeah.
it. I mean, you do that to a newer car or the other ones. This more of a,
Yeah, I've leaned on aftermarket fenders and bent them just from leaning on them
I'm
slightly.
not gonna bend that
Yeah,
one.
that's
Nope.
a good straight fender.
Yeah.
One major thing about this car that I noticed immediately when I was making a TikTok about it is I don't see any dents in the body anywhere. I haven't found one yet, which is amazing for Volkswagens.
Bit up right here at the bottom of the door because water collects in those doors.
That's rust.
You got to take those plugs out of the bottom of the door
Correct.
to let the water drain out.
Correct.
And obviously the owner did not do that.
Did not do that, correct. Car is all stock, and it seems to be largely complete.
I saw this piece. It may be underneath.
Maybe
that
it's in there,
seat.
maybe it's in the back.
Look at here.
Oh,
Look, I found it.
there it is. Package tray.
It's a complete car now. Yay.
Yep. Curvature of the roof and everything is still really good. The body. It's got typical rust. Volkswagens sit on a pan with heater channels.
More bumper overriders with no dings.
That's another thing too. Not one single flaw in these bumpers. They probably shine right up perfectly.
Now I don't.
Well, mate,
I don't
there's a
know
little bit of
what happened
rust.
to This we're missing one.
Missing
little
that guard.
bumper
Uh-oh.
guard there.
It's the last year it was registered, Dad.
89. 1989.
1989.
Yeah.
And-
Last time a car was on the road.
And the other side's pretty much more the same. The hood. The deck lid. Deck lid. The engine.
Oh, the engine.
The other hood.
You said the deck.
I know, I
The
meant
rear deck.
deck lid.
Yep, deck lid. There we go.
I said hood, but that means front.
Hood means front.
In a
Far more
Volkswagen,
than
you don't have a trunk.
Sorry.
What?
You have to delete that.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
You farted?
About the hood.
Oh, the hood? Oh.
Reference about.
Oh, okay. You made a hood joke. Okay. Sorry, Dad. All right. Somebody's been in here with a can of Rust-Oleum, Dad. Looks
Well,
like.
I think the engine was probably pulled at one time.
Probably.
Because you can't paint that tin work inside an engine compartment like that, so I'm sure the engine was pulled at one
I'm
time.
sure it was, yes.
And something done to it, but.
Yep.
And whoever did it said, "Hey, let's paint it to match the car."
Yep.
And they missed it about, I don't know, 14 shades.
But there's a casting number right down here on the bottom of this generator stand on the block. We could look at that later, but what are we going to do to see if this engine is locked or not, Dad?
Checking a Volkswagen engine like this, and you check the free play in the crank, you can pull back and forth on that pulley, and it's tight.
Yeah, that one's real
That tells
tight.
me that this engine has probably been rebuilt.
Probably.
Okay.
Yep.
And then the other thing, which I have not done since I've owned this car, is to see if it'll spin over.
Yeah.
When I got it, I had to just get the car because
Yeah,
there
it was
other people.
It was a
bugging this guy.
marketplace. I'm in a hurry. I got a million people
Right.
contacting me. Come get it.
And the guy says either
No
one or you
negotiating.
don't.
No low balling.
And there was no negotiating.
I know what I got.
All right, so we're going to see if it turns. Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Oh, and it's in gear. So it's moving
It's in
forward a little
gear.
bit,
Cool.
yeah.
All right.
And the old guy had this piece of paper stuck in the carburetor.
Yep.
Now, I don't know if he's trying to keep dirt daubers out of there or what, but he had that stuck in there. So.
Okay.
But it's everything else is there.
Cool.
Vacuum advanced distributor.
Yep.
So that means it's a 40 horse.
40 horse.
40 horse, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's the missing door panel.
Yeah, but that's in the back seat right here.
Yes, that's in the
Door
back
panel.
seat.
Of
Correct.
course, that's an aftermarket 8-track player.
That's an 8-track? No kidding.
8-track
Cool.
8-track player. What I was talking about a while ago was 67 only. I believe this is a 67 only thing because it just has that instead of the hoop.
Oh, I thought they had the hoop.
No, this one has not had a hoop. It has not
Oh,
been
it's
broken
not
off
broke.
or anything. Nope. This one's
See, that
never had
might
a
be
hoop.
another thing about deluxes, though. It might be.
It could be.
We got to look that up.
Yeah.
Brake pedal goes to the floor. It looks
Yeah,
like.
we don't have brakes. Yeah, I think the master cylinder is probably stuck.
How about
So it's
clutch?
all the way. Clutch goes in and out.
Oh yeah, it
Whoop,
sure
whoop,
does.
whoop,
Whoop.
whoop.
Yeah.
There we go.
Needs a spring on it,
It
maybe.
needs a spring or lube.
Lube.
Okay. Nothing.
All right, the headliner and everything in this car looks pretty good to me. It just needs a good cleaning.
Yeah, it just needs washing down.
Yeah, yeah. That door panel is pretty decent. But I think this upholstery is original.
You know what? If it's not original, it's very, very old.
It sure is.
You know, because it's the herringbone. You know,
Yeah, it's
the old herringbone and the remnants of the little critters that's been in here. So,
it smells original
yeah, yeah,
and it looks original
yeah.
and it feels original, but that don't mean it's completely original. That's for sure.
This is a Volkswagen mat,
It is. You're right.
but carpeted on the kick panels.
You're right.
So,
Is that a deluxe thing also?
you know
It
what?
might be.
Could be. It'd be worth researching.
We got to
and find
Google
out.
it. It's been a while since we've messed with many Volkswagens.
Yeah.
Oh, and it doesn't have a cigarette lighter either.
Cigarette light. Oh,
Deluxe.
Well, we keep finding.
We're
things
finding
here, don't we?
things. Yep. Here's the heater channel down here. Down here.
Yep.
Volkswagens always rust a little bit there. It seems to me that's the first place it's gonna rust. And what do we got here, Dad, for the floor? Concrete block.
Yep. That's holding the battery up because that's the battery. No, the battery tray's back there. See?
There's where the battery goes under the seat.
Yep.
This needs like what they call half pans at least.
At least, yeah, at least half pans and a battery tray. That's
And a battery
separate
tray,
from the pans.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
But
that.
those
and
are
then
like $200. I mean,
Yeah.
they're inexpensive.
a little bit of work in the package tray in the back, and a little bit of work in the heater channels, which can just be patched up.
Yeah.
I think this car should be left patinaed, don't you, Dad?
Yeah, I think
I mean-
everything on it that's safety wise, yeah, it should be patina.
Brakes and
Right, yeah, it gets to get the important stuff working,
Yeah.
you know. But so far as all I do is wipe the seats
Yeah.
down, I'd leave them just like they are.
yeah, we'll just wipe the interior out.
Yeah.
And even doing the pans immediately is not a big emergency.
Nope.
Brakes are going to be
in
important,
brakes. Yeah.
and maybe wash up the outside and maybe figure out some way to shine it up.
Look at the
Oh yeah, the seat belts.
There's something different about these seat belts. They still are VW seat belts,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know about how.
Yeah, does anybody know anything about these seat belts? They almost look like they're dealer installed.
Yeah.
They
they're
say-
actually VW. Yeah.
VW down there, but me or Dad, either one, remember seeing a seat belt that even looks like this
No,
before.
they were all the way down at the bottom,
Exactly.
and then they had a little hanger up here
Exactly. Oh, you know what?
that held it.
Maybe these are a shoulder-only belt and they go this way. See? That's why they're so high.
Oh.
That's why we've never seen those
That's a new one
before.
on me, man. I ain't never seen that before.
There's two.
Grab handles.
Yeah, I don't want to say what they really are.
Right.
Keep it family friendly, but
No, that's what this is.
yeah, oh, yeah, that's, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the.
These were just to get in and out of the back seat.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
But
the
I
one in the
wouldn't
front.
tug on them. Yeah.
Yeah, the one in the front we have to edit. Okay,
Yeah.
that's another grab handle.
In fact, there's still figure gouge drops in that one. Yeah. Yeah.
And the windshield's good, which
Yeah,
is nice.
It's all nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and it don't stink too bad.
No, it doesn't have bad odor. Even the original fuse
Yep,
cover is still on it.
that's great.
Yeah.
You just don't run across an all original 67 bug like this every day anymore. But I know one thing, this is not a northern car. Not at all.
No, it's
Yeah.
sprayed.
Somebody sprayed a little, what do they call that, a Craigslist paint job or whatever? Yeah. This is a good car. This is a really good car, actually. What you gonna do, take the battery out of Spiffy?
Yep.
Okay.
Got this back here. Whitesburg battery clamp.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to do the sparker test.
Go ahead. No sparks. We're just gonna do the wedge job.
Yeah.
No power.
Okay, let's see.
Uh-oh. Maybe a bad ground.
Yeah, the starter wires are not hooked up.
Oh, they're not.
No.
Okay.
That's what's wrong. We're not getting a complete circuit. Well, I believe when they took the engine out and did whatever they did to the engine, when they put it back in, they didn't get the starter wires connected back up. So I need to jack it up, take this wheel off, passenger side, rear wheel, so I can get to that starter and do those wires correctly.
Correct.
So when we hooked the battery up, we had no spark, we had no power, no anything anywhere. So
Maybe we'll get some battery terminals too.
I've got some in
You got
stock,
some?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
In stock, cool.
Stock, yeah, got them in there.
All right, awesome. So we're gonna call it a night for tonight. It's pretty hot out here,
Very muggy.
and we'll do some more tomorrow. We interrupt this program for a special announcement. Today is Monday, and I got up, and I live in Florida. Dad lives in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And that stupid hurricane is going to be a Category 3, and it's going to be frightfully close to the world headquarters of Grease Belly Garage. So we're going to abandon ship on the bug for just a couple of weeks, probably.
Yep.
Dad's going to, we've got kind of an inventory of things we need to pick up, and maybe we'll go ahead and acquire some parts. You want to get some brake
I'll
parts
get
and
stuff ready for the next few days.
and then we'll come back and get this thing absolutely on the road in short order. But I've got a wife and daughters and a mother and a mother-in-law down there that need me, and family is more important. So I'm going to a home
550 miles that way.
about 9 hours on a good day.
On a good day. Yeah.
But first I'm going to go to the Home Depot up here and buy a couple of generators so I don't get, what do you call that, sodomized in Bradenton?
Short-lived or something. Yeah.
Sodomized. Is it?
Okay.
When they break it off in your rear end?
Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Is that lobotomy? That's when they take half your brain out, right?
I thought that's when you had that one bag. No, that's a colostomy.
That's a colostomy bag.
Anyway, yeah, you don't want to get down there and not be able to get a generator.
And you also don't want to take medical advice from us and our lingo either.
We're self-medicated.
Unless it's simple things like arthritis,
Yeah.
backache, kidney stone, we're good at that.
I had an ingrown toenail.
Ingrown toenail, we can handle that.
I did all right on that one.
Nose hair,
Yep.
experts on that.
I'll get the wires all tidied up on this and get it ready for the will it start?
Will it run, will it drive?
Right.
And I think we should go ahead and get some brake parts, Dad, and put this thing on the road.
Yeah, I probably got a couple things in there I can put on it. Yeah, just get it stopped,
Master cylinder, wheel cylinders, and hopefully that line down the tunnel is not bad because that's a real pain.
Well, if it is, we'll change it.
That's right.
Yep.
Oh, and the fuel tank.
Oh yeah, got to put something in the fuel tank.
Tank or clean it out or something.
Yeah,
See what
I'll
we can
put
do.
some cleaner in it.
Okay.
Blow it out.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Stay tuned for part 2. It'll be in a few weeks. And I think my dad needs a hard start on his compressor.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh,
Tune in
the air
again.
conditioner.
Yeah.
I thought it was me.
No, not on you.
Okay.
No, maybe in about 10 years.
Okay.
But
Cooling.
maybe we'll do that in a couple of weeks too. You want to do that too,
We'll
Dad?
do that in a couple of weeks.
We'll
get
ohm
the
out Dad's
Volkswagen
compressor.
going and get
and-
my air conditioner fixed. So,
And
okay.
it sucks knowing how to fix everything,
I'm going to say thanks for watching. Tune in again.
Yes.
Got it.
See you next time. Tune in again. Can you remember those two lines?
Got
Okay.
it.
Really appreciate you guys, and I will catch you on the flip side.
Thanks for tuning in.
You screwed it up, Dad.
Ah.
I forgot. We related.
I believe we are.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
It's see you next time. Tune in again.
See you next time. Tune in again.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.
No. See you next
See
time.
you next time. Thanks for tuning in.
Nope.
Okay.
See you next time. Tune in again.
Tune in again, guys.
Your Whitesburg voice.
Okay. Got
See
it.
you next time.
See you
Tune in
next time.
again.
Tune in again.
Like
Okay.
Volkswagen. You know, like that.
All right.
All right. I really appreciate you guys, and I will catch you on the flip side.
See you next time. Tune in again.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks.